Hi, we're John James from Sustain Nutrition.
Today we're going to talk about the dieting cycle, so what's stopping you achieving the long-term success that you desire. So when you're trying to lose weight, people buy a diet or a plan. This is then followed, which leads to success, so people get results when they stick to plans. The problem is with plans is they often have a life expectancy, or people only follow them for a certain amount of time, which means that the habits aren't followed long-term, and people revert back to their old plan, or their old habits, which then, unfortunately, leads to
The feeling of failure. So once you've done the diet plan, whatever the rules are, you've succeeded by losing weight, you stop following the plan or the set rules or the time frame whatever it was in, you revert back to your old habits, old eating habits, old foods, and then you get that feeling of failure because you've reverted back to your original way, or you've even gained some more, which then obviously causes you to either restart the same plan or find a different one.
Yeah, so what you need to do in order to break free from the cycle is to change your habits.
Because habits make results. If you can address the areas where you struggle with, whether that's certain food choices or coping mechanisms, then you can succeed long term.
Yeah, so one of the big issues that people have is they don't look at the root causes, they just look at the symptoms, so wine, chocolate, whatever it may be, and then they look for alternatives to that rather than looking at why they're consuming these foods and trying to solve these root issues. And this is where Habits Makes Results come from, and because this is what Sustain focuses on, is changing people's habitual actions and looking at what's causing them. And this means you can break free from the dieting cycle and ultimately manage your own nutrition for the rest of your life.
Yeah, so looking long term, changing habits as opposed to putting that plaster on a bullet hole. You need to fix the issues that you've got that cause you to gain weight or lose control of your food choices, and that will lead to long-term success.
If you like what we've got to say and you want to hear more, then like our page at Sustain Nutrition, or you can join our free support group if you search for Sustain Nutrition Free Support Group.
See you there.